They can't fall any further. Not the Psycho. Not when they've already burned through rock bottom. They've clawed, screamed, and bled through every game this season. And still, no wins, no peace, no mercy. But they're not dead. They're not done. And with one game left, they'll remind everyone why chaos was never meant to be caged. On the other side, the Mythics, once divine, now doubted. They started the season flawless, unmoved, unshaken. But the glow's gone dull. The hits are landing now. The line is cracking. And the playoffs don't wait for legends to heal. This final clash won't change the bracket, but it'll change everything else. Pride, momentum, fear, blood. The Psychos want to drag someone down with them, screaming. The Mythics need to believe they're still made of stone, not sand. Two teams, one crumbling, one exploding. And when it's all over, only one of them will feel ready to fight again. Mythics, Psychos. The fire's almost out, and someone's going with it.
Welcome back, FGA fans, to the final game of the regular season, game number 12. I'm Stanky Fingers, joined by the one and the only Billy on Bro. And tonight, we've got a strange one. We've got the 0-3-1 Psychos against the 2-2-1 Mythics. Both teams are locked into their playoff spots, and yet this one feels a little personal.
Yes, Stank. The standings might not move, but that doesn't mean this one doesn't matter. The Psychos haven't won a single match all season. They're desperate. They're unhinged. And honestly, that makes them dangerous.
Yeah, and then on the flip side, you've got the Mythics. I mean, what really happened to them? A team that started the season looking like powerful, strong demigods has sputtered into the playoffs with far more questions than they can possibly have answers.
It's a mirror match of misery. The Psychos want just one win to validate the madness. The Mythics need one win to remember who they are. This isn't about seeding. This is about identity.
Yeah, it's times like these where we usually tend to rely on the sound, sage advice of Siege Mommy, but we're being informed that she's currently suns out, buns out on a beach somewhere in Hawaii. Probably, if we had to guess, giving emotional support to a pina colada.
Yeah, instead of handing out strategy, she's handing out SPF 50.
You know, we can't even be mad about it. Enjoy it, Siege Mommy. You've earned it. For sure, there's no doubt. But for now, let's move on to tonight's starting lineups.
And now, introducing Team Mythics.
Red Rorschach 93, aka Papa Joe. Self-taught state, major, trial and error.
Daddy Two Eyes, Getty's teeth.
The player, formerly known as Bilbo B.T. Baggins. Mrs. Walker's school for tactical insertions and hard breaches.
And now introducing Team Psychos.
Fruitzilla, Bartlett University.
John from work. I don't always jerk it, but when I do, I use Jergens.
Goose Guy 20, Fruitzilla Penitentiary. Best position? None.
If it goes right, they all get the credit, and if it burns down, they get the blame. That is the life of a captain. Pressure, spotlight, second guessing from the fans, and sometimes their own teammates. Tonight, two leaders step into the chaos knowing their legacy rides on more than just the scoreboard. First up, the captain of the Mythics, Red Rorschach 93. Welcome.
I'm only here not to get fined.
Red, early in the season, the Mythics looked like world beaters. Now you're limping into the playoffs. We just have one question. What happened?
I'm only here so I won't get fined.
Well, moving on, some are saying the Mythics lost their identity. Too reactive, too cautious. Do you agree?
You know why I'm here.
I can't stand this guy. Go ahead. Good luck.
Well, thanks, Red.
Yep, get him out of here. Enough of that. Let's see. For most teams, the captain brings order, but for the Psychos, he lets it loose. This isn't about discipline or structure. This is about embracing the madness and dragging the enemy down with you. He's not just the voice in the headset, he's the one lighting the match. Here is the captain of the Psychos, Fruitzilla. Welcome, Froof.
Thanks for having me.
Proof. You are 0-3-1. How do you keep the morale high in a locker room that hasn't felt a win all season?
I'm only here, so I'm just teasing.
Oh, boy. Thank you.
Oh, no.
That's how he does it, right there.
Yeah. You just gotta, we're there to get loose like a goose, if you know what I'm saying. So You just got to keep it light, keep it rolling. We know that we can get some close runs in there. We can win out a few games, so we just stay positive.
I mean, we respect it. Do you think the Mythics are overlooking you at all tonight?
No, I wouldn't think so. I mean, they were our closest match, I'd say, even though it didn't go into overtime. I mean, 4 or 5 games is pretty close. So I'd say this should hopefully be a pretty good one.
And we're looking forward to it. Appreciate the insight, Froof. Game time's almost here. Good luck out there.
Thank you, gentlemen.
There you have it, guys. Two completely different captains. One's loose and going with the flow a bit, even though things aren't looking great, and the other is still uptight over potentially some ownership decisions. Who knows? Just doing his due diligence, so we all know he won't get fined. And just similar to that, we've got two teams headed in opposite directions. Both are dragging baggage into tonight's matchup. The Mythics started as gods. Now they're just trying to remember how to stand. And the Psychos, well, they're still winless. Still foaming at the mouth, though, and just one win away from becoming every playoff team's nightmare.
And don't get it twisted. This one matters. Maybe not in the standings, but in the psyche. The Mythics need to prove they still belong in the title conversation. The Psychos, they're not playing for the bracket. They're playing for blood.
This is the end of the regular season, and these are the games that don't just shape momentum, they shape team identity. No more talking, no more excuses.
So buckle up, because one team's walking out with clarity, and the other might be walking out shattered.
It's the winless, it's the wounded, it's the Psychos, it's the Mythics. Game 12 starts right now. And just like that, we are headed to our first ever Chalet matchup. What's your take on that, Billy?
I mean, that's hard to believe it's the first time we're playing this map. I think this is a really fun map. There's a lot of different strategies you can use on attack and defense. There's not like I think of all of most of the maps in Siege. This doesn't have like the guaranteed like, oh, this is the best site to take on defense, this is the second best, this is the third. It allows room for creativity.
Yeah, honestly, I couldn't have said it better. I think that just the versatility of the map really plays into the 3v3 format. Like, you can almost justify going first on any site on defense.
Yeah, definitely.
Which also leads to creative attacks. Like, there are some attacks that we're going to see whipped out tonight that we obviously haven't seen this season because we're first time here, but in 3v3s, you can be looking at some really wild stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it might be the change of pace that gives the Psychos the breakthrough they need.
You'd love to see it, honestly, for a team that's been struggling this bad all season. Kind of just want them to take that step towards really becoming as good and powerful as we know that they can be.
Right. But on the flip side of that too, where there's so much room for creativity, maybe the structure of the Mythics will, be the reason that they prevail tonight. So I think it's going to be a great matchup.
And just like that, we're headed to Bar Gaming. You called it.
I mean, that's what we like to see. Switching things up right off the jump.
Uh-huh. And a good operator lineup. I think going this side, especially while you still have the Mira available, really plays into the Mythic's favor.
Yeah, Mira's just such an intimidating operator to push. That being said, I like the lineup that the Psychos are bringing to deal with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
John can definitely push that Mira off with those Flores drones, and Fruitzilla with the Ash can just take away that utility.
And part of you does wonder though, like with Mira being available, is this the site that you want to use her on first? Like the downstairs site, she can be a beast down there. Even the upstairs site, it can make pushing that blue stairs just so intimidating. But they've opted to use it here, and we'll see how well it works for them.
We definitely will. It looks like Red Rorschach's going to be trying to hold off this vertical play, and Fruitzilla is already up at that library window. So it could be some early gunfights here.
Yeah, it's vertical. As a roamer, as the one roamer in a 3v3, you have to maintain some presence upstairs on this side.
For sure. And it looks like the Psychos are really taking 3 individual pushes. John is working on pushing off that mirror like we kind of mentioned already. And it looks like Fruitzilla is actually going to be joining him down there.
I mean, you love to see it. I think maintaining some form of a structured push is really big. And that phantom pressure Fruitzilla has applied, just keeping Red Rorschach upstairs and engaged, having to keep checking into library, might just buy him the space they need in order to get a push going.
Yeah, you're 100% right, because he knows Goose Guy has opened up the main lobby door, so he's having to respect both directions, so that could be tough on him.
The phone call comes in, and that should be indicating to John that Rorschach is upstairs in library still. But he has a nasty angle on that window if John decides to push in.
Fruitzilla did take some early damage. He is taking care of that mirror window right now, so that takes away that utility. They do have the other open mirror, so he can Duck Dynasty can still peek from that.
Goose Guys might pick up. Oh, Goose Guy nails Daddy Two Eyes. Just pushed in quickly. He has sight. They need to communicate if they can.
Oh,
Rorschach answers back. Yep.
Finishes off Fruitzilla. Does take some damage though.
This is definitely a manageable 2v2 for the Psychos.
Rorschach is playing that hatch, so John may have some trouble if he tries to hop in. Goose Guy
cleans up another. Yep.
But John had to hop in and drop the diffuser. I don't know if Red saw it. He probably did. 10 seconds left though. Yeah, it looks like he did. He's playing that diffuser.
Goose Guy is in a bad spot here. He's going to have to pull a rabbit out of a hat and just isn't able to get it done.
Just not enough time there. That was tough with John. He felt like he needed to hop in the window, and Red Rorschach played that beautifully.
He definitely played it well. You'd almost like to see that call out of the Psychos to follow in the coat check room or mud room,
yes.
And just push into sight when they cleared it so quickly with Goose Guy picking up 2 clutch kills.
Yeah, right when Goose Guy picked off Duck Dynasty there, that's when you would have loved to see that call out. I'm guessing they didn't know exactly where Red Rorschach was, but still, it's a tough way to lose that round for the Psychos with that attack looking.
I think you make that call even after Goose Guy picks up Daddy Two Eyes, because you know there's one upstairs, and you have 2 guys that are able to sort of corral any pressure that Duck Dynasty is able to push directly into their lines of sight. And third guy comes in and plants. Feels like a missed opportunity there for getting 2 huge kills out of Goose.
Agreed. You hate to see 2 kills out of him just go to waste, but that being said, they had some really good momentum and plays in that round, so maybe they can carry that over. We'll see.
And we do get that mirror ban quickly, right after she did her damage, and they said that was enough. And then we're
out the Dokkaebi.
Yep.
Now, playing this site as a captain, what is your tip, your go-to strategy? Do you like to have your teammates play on site and you do a little roam action? What do you like to do?
The Revenants play a different style, I feel like, than a lot of the teams. For starters, something like this main wall, we would open that up just with lines of sight, not anything somebody could walk through, and that just gives us retake ability and promotes gunfights. If you are able to get a plant in, you're having to watch your back from a soft wall that you're not necessarily expecting to be soft. But for the most part, it's a leave my boy Stevie, old Respawn, and Commando on site, and I'll do any roaming if needed.
And it looks like John has taken diffuser again. He's on the black or the OSA, pushing on balcony, doing a standard, apply some pressure through that main door. Nobody is actually on A right now. Daddy Two Eyes is in piano. But besides that, both sites are pretty clear.
The Mythics also have neglected to get a rotate. They have the lines of sight, but not a rotate.
That they have. They're relying a lot on that Echo drone by Red Rorschach to stop a plan if Daddy Two Eyes gets picked here. Goose Guy is going back underneath to main lobby. Duck Dynasty all the way down in wine. Froof is entering in garage, so we could see some action here.
Proof is looking to make a huge line of sight all the way up, but isn't able to. And Daddy Two Eyes picks up John. It's going to make this push a lot harder.
Yeah, definitely. And he drops diffuser there again. That's going to be tough. Goose Guy coming up.
Up blue, yep.
Up blue.
And Duck Dynasty is directly below him. Surely they're going to hear each other here shortly. Goose hears it. He's just not entirely sure where it is. He's checking to clear out library, it looks like.
Yeah, and Froof is over on the other side of the map. He likes to push these windows. Rorschach's going to be the main defense here. Hears him break that window open. Jaeger does take care of that. Roof is in. Takes some damage.
Red Rorschach was spraying and not finding the target there. The Echo drone will hit Froof again, but he is more than capable to get a kill through that, but isn't able to land it there, and Daddy cleans up Goose Guy for a quick 2-0 for the Mythics. And he did not quickly clean anything up. He stood there and looked at him for about 45 seconds and then pulled the trigger.
I don't know what happened there, but two quick kills in succession to clean that round up. And
you start to talk and give a man credit, say that he quickly killed somebody without seeing it because you're watching something else, and then he goes and makes you look like a fool.
Yeah, and you got to be careful saying things about Daddy Two Eyes. Those words of affirmation go to his head quickly. I think that attack just was a little too disjointed. Again, it felt like similar to how the first attack started. They were all doing their own individual push, but unfortunately this time no one ended up joining up. They weren't pushing in ways that could help benefit the other.
Yeah, they never really brought it together. Like, it stayed as three individual pushes, and then that quick pick on John by Daddy just really descended into a spiral.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see if they can pick up the last one on attack, but this is a tough site.
They have brought the correct operators to be able to get the wall. However, the Cade play might be tough for Goose Guy to get with his EMPs.
It very well could be. Just depends on where Red Rorschach places that Cade Claw.
10 seconds to insertion.
And then the other two operator picks are very solid on defense. Legion and Capcan just trying to pick away at that health and catch him unaware with a Capcan trap or two.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how the Psychos decide to push this with Frufzilla leaving his drone in Big Garage. Does look like he is opting to take that space and maybe give the back of Wine Cellar some attention instead of the main wall.
Yeah, and John is going to be pushing somewhat with him this time. John going back to the OSA. He sets up that shield right away to cut off any rotate down that hall in Garage.
Honestly, I think you like to see this out of the Psychos. I feel like this back push is really manageable for threes, especially to be able to get the side of Wine Wall, which it does look like they're trying to maybe make a play on.
And exactly, and Red Rorschach utilized his claws on the main wall and hatch, so he's not going to be able to prevent that unless he goes and grabs it and realizes it, which it looks like he might be doing.
Roof is just slow on this. Looks like he's actually rotating around. You would have liked to see him maybe open up at least one panel on that one wall, just to give it an area that they can push later.
Yeah, exactly.
Goose Guy goes through that and doesn't trigger it, but John does? Is that how I saw that?
I think you are correct. That is huge. And that's why you bring the cap can. They set up the OSHA shield and never droned it out. Luke is in a tough spot here to avoid the 0-3. He downs Duck Dynasty, picks off Daddy. It's a 1v1 now.
Oh, and Red Rorschach gave his position away.
He did. This is a classic Captain v Captain gunfight. Red does rotate back over. He's gonna try to get the pickup on Duck Dynasty. But Froof is pushing him aggressively. He hears him. Takes Duck Dynasty back off. Exchanges some bullets, but nothing lands. 40 seconds left. Froof could go for an aggressive plant here.
Yep, he's breaking the barrel to get that extra safe defuse spot.
He's faking it. I'm not sure if Red even heard it start to go down.
Red's just content holding blue.
And he's going again. Red's not moving, so it looks like he did hear it now. He doesn't know where it's going off, though. The advantage goes to Froofzilla here. Got a tight angle.
Yep.
Red's in a tough spot. He's going to have to make a great play.
That barrel of his gun is so long, too. And Froofy cleans it up. What a play.
Yeah, and that right there is why the Psychos are dangerous.
The Froof is loose.
The Froof is loose. And he gets the congratulatory honks in chat.
That was a must-win situation, and it looked hairy there for a bit, but they got the dub, and now they're on defense.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed to turn this game around. I'm curious which site they're going to go to start off here.
I feel like they're going basement first. Like I said, I feel like they're going bedroom first.
I thought I heard you say bedroom.
Bedroom for sure. They're traditionalists. They like what they like, and they know how to do it. Interesting to see the blitz play out of Red Rorschach so quick.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just lost confidence in his gun skills lately. I don't know.
That 1v1 didn't go his way, and you kind of sometimes just fall back on the safety blanket, you know?
I don't know, actually. I've never played a shield in my life.
Some people would say respect to that.
I prefer to hide in corners, though, so it's hard to do that with a shield.
It gives you away pretty quick.
Yep. Almost as quick as a Cade silencer.
Almost. All right, we got Froofy with the Goyo. I like that a lot.
5 seconds to insertion.
And it looks like the Mythics might be thinking a downstairs site here as well. Did they end up finding site? Or are they just going for making sure they get that main breach wall?
Probably just making sure they get the main breach wall.
Yeah, based on where they're moving, it looks like you are correct. Rorschach going through trophy, or at least just
yeah, he loves that Solarium push.
Froofy's got the Goyo ready if he tries to push up that stairs. It looks like Daddy does open that wall.
Wall
He
goes
only
down.
gets part of it actually before the mute stops the second charge going off.
Red Rorschach's
now.
repelling up to, looks like that exterior library-ish hallway window and might catch a goose guy. Catch a goose if he's not careful.
Goose is rotating over to balcony. Sees the window open. He's got to be careful. The daddy might catch him in a cross. Oh, okay, he moved out of the way.
I'm a big fan of Alibi. I don't know. Like, she's not great in 3v3s, and she's honestly not great in 5v5s, but her gun is very solid, and Goose is finding himself in a bad spot.
Goose is running, though. He's moving. Oh. Oh, no.
Billy, you're the expert in this situation. What did he need to do differently there?
He needed to not take Alibi and take an operator with a shotgun. But, you know, you can't always predict that.
John is in a bind. He's probably giving callouts for Froof to come help him, and Froof is slow on that rotate, and now it's a 3v1 all over again. Plants coming down from Duck Dynasty.
Red has played this blitz very aggressively, which has worked great for Daddy Two Eyes to pick off the players who are running away.
It's the push. You can't come back towards me because I'll kill you and make you make bad decisions.
Yeah, very, very decisive attack there. They didn't waste any time. Goose just got pinched early, and then from there, the defense was just a little slow to react. And we're on map point now, and they might be sticking with the same site, going back up the master bedroom office. Taking a little bit different operator so far. Froofy's switching over to a zombie instead of the Goyo. We'll see what Goose and John. Ooh, I like those picks a lot.
That is a good lineup right there.
That is.
Red Rorschach almost predicts the future. They're bringing the Ash preemptively. That'll bust up those castles like they're not even there.
Yeah. Exactly, and Daddy's sticking with the ace, making sure they get that wall. There won't be any denial. But Froof might, we'll see where he sets up some zombie barriers and plays off those. Unlike the Mythics, the Psychos do get to rotate between site, so you like to see that.
10 seconds left.
So John with the castle, he's got in the main window, piano window. Where else does he put? And then, yeah, main balcony door. Not sure where he's putting his last one.
I'll probably keep it in his pocket for a rainy day. You never know.
Never know. Roof is playing balcony this time instead of Goose. Goose is on site with the Aruni. John playing in master bedroom. Daddy's on that window. John's kind of stuck unless he goes out in the solarium.
Goose needs to be careful. He needs to just stay hunkered down this wall because old Daddy will get a line of sight on him if he's not careful.
Yep, 100% agree on that. It's so easy to want to peek that window, but you just got to be patient. Let the offense come to you. Nobody is pushing
Library. Yep.
Library, main lobby, or piano. Red is up solarium stairs. John hears it. Rotates over into the little closet. He's droned out quickly, so they know exactly where he is in there. And Red's gonna be able to take bathroom and piano without
He's gonna get closeted and completely expose John here.
John is in a bad spot.
Froof still needs to come back and provide some support if possible.
Yeah, Froof needs to come into piano at the minimum.
They've spent all this time droning him out instead of just taking the fight to him.
John shoots a little bit at Red. They're just kind of firing bullets without overcommitting.
He has to worry about the primary bedroom door, the closet breach, and the window. This man needs some help.
He needs some help bad. Red is trying to go underneath now too. And he's gonna get the ash charge directly on him, does some damage. But he's still alive. Daddy is opening the wall from the inside.
Daddy's rotating in. Here we go.
And he might be going for a plant. No. John picked off Doug. Oh, I thought. Oh my gosh, how did Fruit not get the kill on Daddy there? Or I'm sorry, Goose. They're getting the plant.
The plant's coming down.
It's a 2v1 here again. Tough spot for Fruit. Oh, the
team kill.
Team kill. At first, I thought that was Froof who got him.
Froof might not know that this was open. He might not expect Rorschach in bathroom. He plays it safe.
Might not. Yep. And this time it's the 1v1 with Red with the advantage. User planted. Some damage landed onto Red, but he's rotating back in the bathroom. Wasting a lot of time. That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. Proof isn't able to clean it up.
Yep. Red just wasted too much time there. Proof had to push it. Red cleaned it up. That didn't necessarily feel like a 4-1, but the Mythics did just enough in the close rounds to win pretty decisively here.
I mean, it felt like you're saying, it felt a lot closer than 4-1. Psychos seemed to start to get to some momentum rolling, but is it momentum or was it all just Froofzilla doing Froof things?
Right.
We'll we got to take a quick break, hit some ads, and we will catch you on the flip side on the next map.
In today's world, men are expected to carry everything: responsibility, pressure, desire, all while staying silent. At Cox, Johnson, Peters & Wood, we think that's unreasonable. You weren't built to hold it all in, you were built to release, and we're here to help you do just that. With decades of combined experience and a strictly hands-on approach, our specialists work 4-on-1 with each client to relieve the tension. Neck tightness, emotional blockages, unspoken cravings, we've seen it all. We've handled worse. Our process is direct, discreet, deep. No clipboards, no small talk. Just you, a private room, and 4 professionals who've dedicated their lives to getting men the results they came for. By the end of your session, you'll feel lighter, looser, thoroughly addressed. Cox, Johnson, Peters, and Wood. We don't beat around the bush. We go straight to the root and work it until it's resolved. Book now. We'll be waiting. With gloves on or off, your call.
Hold on to your wigs, babes. There's a new bird in town, and she's plant-based, fabulous, and ready to serve. Welcome to Chick-fil-Gay, the only fried chicken joint where the seasoning is queer, the oil is hot, and the homophobia is left outside with yesterday's garbage. You heard me right. We're talking crispy, cruelty-free chicken sandwiches that slay, waffle fries that snatch, and sauces that are thicker than your situationship. And guess what? We're queer-owned. We're open on Sundays, and we don't need to pray the gay away. We marinate it in 11 herbs and fabulousness. At Chick-fil-Gay, we don't care who you kiss, what you wear, or how you identify, as long as you come hungry and ready to vibe. You want brunch with a side of drag? Done. You want a nugget bucket big enough for your throuple? Done. You want a place where being too loud, too proud, or too glittery is the dress code? Baby, welcome home. So sashay your way down to Chick-fil-Gay, where every bite says, we're here, we're queer, and we deep fry with cheer. Chick-fil-Gay. Come get this crispy come-up, darling. The revolution is seasoned, and serve.
And we are back, and we are headed to Cafe. What you make of this map there, Billy?
You know, this is a map I have a love-hate relationship with. Sometimes things just go well on it, and I'm like, this map isn't too bad. And then other times it's my least favorite map in the game. So I don't know how these teams feel about it, but that's my take.
Looking back at that last match, how do you feel those particular styles we saw? Well, I say styles, but it was honestly one style of disjointed and the other style of slightly coordinated. How do you feel that might transfer over to our map here?
Unfortunately for the Psychos, I think this map tends to favor the Mythics playstyle more. I think it's a map you can kind of hunker down better on than Chalet. There's less room to roam. It's just a lot more funneled, it seems like, with less control points that the defense has to worry about.
It is wild because it is such in like actuality, a large map, but everything is funneled.
Yeah, I mean, there's just the 2 staircases on either side, and then besides that, it's like you can go in through the through one of the windows and hot breach essentially, or if you try to go through Skylight, you're a braver man than I am.
Right. Psycho's on defense first. I'd like to see him rip out 1 or 2 wins here. Get that step ahead, going in the right direction here. Maybe get something going.
Yeah, I think if the Psychos can win at least 2 on defense, I like their chances. But I think if they're in a deficit when it turns to their turn to attack, it's going to be tough for them, I think. And they start off upstairs. I like that pick. I think this is the best site in a 3v3. Really, it boils down to, you really just have to take care of 2 main points, which is balcony, cigar, and white stairs.
What about piano?
What
about other balcony? What about Skylight? I hate to disagree with you, but I hate this site.
I mean, if you can hold the wall, like the breach wall, into freezer or bar, piano doesn't really influence it that much because they will just have to funnel into either of those other 2. But yeah, Fruitzilla does have a good strategy going on those windows on A site and roaring off the door, locking the defense out. So maybe the Mythics will try to take a play out of his playbook there.
Well, Doug Dynasty is quickly up to the A window and is looking to implement that strategy as we speak.
Yeah, Goose could have put a Rooney on that window, which would have kind of negated that, but he's not.
Goose isn't keen to the rappel there, and takes some pretty significant damage just blindly peeking.
Yeah. Daddy Two Eyes is like to go on rappel these first 2 matches so far. John kind of just sitting in a corner over on a balcony over there. Not having to worry about too much just yet.
Red goes ahead and drops red stairs. Going to be applying some pressure from this side of the map. That castled off piano is going to give him a real sense of security if he chooses to take cigar.
Yeah, that is true. It's one less thing rotate that the defense has to worry about. But sense of security that he can kind of just have that side of the map.
Like he did sort of negate that, but he is using it to take space and get just restrict the defense's ability to rotate and put pressure in various spots.
And if anything, the defense doesn't realize that. Goose and Red getting into a gunfight. Red actually took the brunt of that. He's down to about 50. Goose is a little less. Froof tries to get the C4 underneath and was not successful.
Roof has a Valcam inside panel that is pinging Red Rorschach currently.
If I were Froof after not getting that C4, I would rotate to one of the stairs and head back to site. Duck and Daddy have Balcony and Cigar on lockdown right now. Trying to set up a way to plant, but John picks Duck Dynasty off. Drops Diffuser and Cigar.
John's in a dangerous spot here from Red. Red should be able to push in and get him, but not before John picks up one. Red does get the trade, and now it's a 2v1.
Froof is coming up. Red, he doesn't know Diffuser's down in Cigar. 10 seconds left. It's Red has to push and go for a plant here. He's gonna plant inside bar, but Froofzilla heard it. Put a stop to that.
Pulled off like a coward and still paid the price.
Man, that's a lose-lose situation there.
One way you could have won respect in the group, and the other you look like a coward. Ask me how I know this.
A little personal experience, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I stuck one once and gained so much respect. I would never pull off.
I would never ping you as a pull off. That's one thing. Getty doesn't pull off.
Hey,
John doesn't pull out.
Jerk my honker.
Sure. We got some interesting verbiage going down.
I can't keep up with the lingo these kids are using these days.
It's a lost cause.
It's a good win for the Psychos.
Yeah, great start.
John showing up, woke up, found his Jergens bottle, and put it to work.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
He was huge in stopping that push. I mean, he really shut that whole attack down. And going down to kitchen now. Another good site for the defense.
I hate to disagree with you, but
this one is definitely harder in a 3v3 to hold everything, just because there's so many walls to breach. There is vertical play.
10 seconds remaining.
I would take the mining side over this one, I believe. I'm not entirely sold on the library one, but
I think there's a great argument for mining being stronger in a 3v3 especially.
But it's working for the Psycho so far. They've got one win and looking to get another one here. Steamroll it into a couple more. Not if Rorschach has anything to say about it. He's got his hammer and he's smashing.
I like the Twitch pick from Daddy Two Eyes. That's been an operator he's had really good success with recently. Great gun.
A fun fact about Daddy Two Eyes, it's a little known fact about him. He's an avid golfer and his carry distance is 320 yards.
Wow, that is impressive.
Believe it or not, I mean, choose to believe what you'd like, but I was there and I witnessed it. Miraculously, I actually outdrove him, but 320, baby. Love to see it.
Unfortunately, his gun is not working as well as his driver, as he's sitting at 0-1-1, but, you know.
It's early, it's early.
It's early.
He doesn't warm up till the back nine, as he likes to say.
This has been a slow, methodical push so far, but they are taking Bakery as we speak.
Rorschach's up top, applying some pressure. He's going to get a clean crystal kill on John if he's not careful, and John's not careful.
Not careful enough, which gives Daddy room to take an A. Goose is sitting on B-bomb, but if Goose gets picked off, which he does, they now the Mythics now have site control. And Fruit is on brown stairs.
He does clean up the counter roamer. That's one.
But Duck is going to be put plant down in a very safe spot. It should go down. Daddy's going to be covering. Throws a drone onto the main door. Daddy's watching that.
How does Froof not land more damage than that?
I don't know. I thought he might have even gotten the pick. But
Duck is laughing.
Yeah.
Proof's making this long rotate back. He's got about 13 seconds to work with, give or take.
This is going to be miraculous if he can pull this off. They know he's there. That drone called him out, and it's not looking good.
It's one.
He does down him, but
no time.
There's no time. Yeah.
I thought he came up short again on that one. I thought that he didn't even down him. He's firing blanks.
I thought he was about to run out of bullets in that little clip, but you know, good push by the Mythics.
Yeah, good response. Picking John was huge.
Yeah, that was great vertical play, and I think, I mean, it goes back to what you said about, you know, maybe mining is the better site there. Just a lot less that you know, ways to be pushed that John wouldn't have had to worry about.
Yeah, we'll see if they're opting, it looks like, to go right back. It's interesting play out of the Psychos. You know Rorschach plays above. Like, that's what he does. And to not have anything up there pressuring it until he's already picked off John, it's kind of questionable.
Yeah, I didn't exactly see where Fruitzilla started off playing. But yeah, to not have some type of rotate to at least apply pressure to Red Rorschach so he can't have such a clean pick.
Now, I will say, Fruitzilla's been hiding this Fenrir in his back pocket. He's a big Fenrir fan and has slipped it into overtime if needed by picking it in this round 3. And talk about a anti-vertical play operator. He could hang out up there roaming and be as happy as a clam now.
Yeah, I love the Fenrir pick. One of my favorite operators to play when available. And really, this whole defensive lineup is great. John with the Goyo is going to really slow down the pushes. That could have really helped out a lot on that last one after they picked off John. If Goose had a Goyo to shoot,
yep,
would have
stopped. They did have Goyos. Fruitzilla played Goyo, but
just
didn't have canisters in the right spot, I guess.
Yeah, I guess not. But
and even still, in the heat of the moment, sometimes the last thing you're thinking of is shooting a little tiny red target that's half as big as you want it to be.
Fair point. And John's playing the same spot. It looks like very similar for John and Goose.
Yeah, but the Mythics this time choose to bring the fuse. That could really impact the Goyos. Red Rorschach is going to get hatched, and Fruit is going down to it. He heard him moving on the train.
Wow, what a shot by Red. That was not an easy angle, I'm sure, because Fruit was in that train, and that's huge.
That's huge. That makes the rest of this attack. Yep, look a lot easier for the Mythics here.
We'll see. They are not pushing the same way now that they did last time. Nobody is pushing Bakery. Or Daddy is now there running it out.
Oh, John's having to run for his life from the Red Rorschach up top, and he does go down to him again.
That's just tough. Tough spot to be in.
Speaking of tough spots to be in, Goose Guy. The floor is yours.
And he's getting pushed around that insult to injury.
And a drop from the freezer hatch is going to probably clean him up and end this round.
And that's an ace by Red Rorschach. I think he threw that grenade just to prove a point there. He didn't even need it.
I think we call that in the industry a fat finger.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be. I like to give the benefit of the doubt sometimes.
Well, that's the difference between you and me, sir.
And now the Psychos are in a tough spot.
They're in a spot, but we all know attacking's their specialty.
It is. They're quick and decisive are two words I would use to describe.
If I had to guess, I'd say their attack win rate is hovering around 90%.
Oh, it dropped? Oh wow.
Let's hope for the sake of entertainment that we get 3 decisive, timely pushes out of the Psychos to really tilt this game in a direction we aren't anticipating.
We'll see.
Attackers need to
We'll see what
locate
they can
and
do.
defuse bombs.
They did ban a Rooney, taking that pick away from Daddy Two Eyes. But that leaves the Mira open, and Red Rorschach is much obliged.
Attackers have
You-
discovered the
I
location
think
of a bomb.
if you listen closely, you'll hear, "Could somebody go get the hatch?" If you just listen to the wind. I don't know what it is. It feels like this side I'm always hearing it.
I may have heard an echo.
That's why.
That or I have PTSD.
It's one or the other. My back is hurting. I feel like stinging
10
whiplashes.
seconds left before insertion.
Duck Dynasty taking
5
the
seconds to go.
Jaeger to alleviate some of that pressure from those
Attackers'
Miras.
objective is to defuse a bomb.
What you love to see here for the Psychos is the Demos play out of John's Fried Chicken, John Loves Jergens.
I love it. Yep. And then Froof with the Ram, they could be applying a lot of pressure if the Mythics aren't careful here.
Daddy Two Eyes is hanging out up top in piano, so he will be looking to stop any vertical play if possible.
Goose just goes straight up, as does John. John looking through that hatch on Skylight, I should say, not a hatch. Daddy does not quite walk into range.
He was close.
He was close, and he's getting closer. Oh no!
They have
He
this.
would have had him
He
there
would've
if
had
he had
him.
still been on him.
They have this man squirming.
Yep, all three of them gonna be pushing through hatches. It looks like. On by.
Bruce getting the ram into piano just to create some audio pressure from above. Make Daddy have to focus on recontesting. He is able to get one on Goose Guy.
Got the better of him there. And immediately throws a goo onto that diffuser. John did drop. He's watching that direction. But Fruit is still up on top at Skylight.
I don't think you would hate a Demos ping right about now.
Yep. You should know he's losing when you hear that goo go off, so I agree. They are going to be pushing him from two directions right now, it looks like. If they get this coordinated well enough.
There is no guarantee that he's pinging him, so yeah, he's got to be pinged. So they might not have had him on ping,
but he's going to be able to get down white stairs, no problem. He is holding it still. Maybe a little greedy here by Daddy.
Take your time, waste, and your one kill and get out.
Right, and they have to pick the diffuser back up. 6 seconds left. This attack really has stalled.
Uncharacteristic for the Psychos.
Absolutely is, yeah. They're going to be pushing both of them together. I think John just realized they didn't have diffuser, so he's going back to grab that.
Roof lands some serious shots, it looked like, on Daddy. Isn't able to clean up the kill, and is now forced to push a really bad spot. John goes down to Red Rorschach, and Daddy cleans up Roof. 3-1 Mythics.
And that round was never really in too much doubt.
Look at that recoil control out of Daddy Two Eyes. You can tell that's a man who drives at 320.
You can tell. I mean, I'd almost think he was running a macro or something.
He's got those strong working man hands.
No wonder his name is Daddy.
Every woman's dream.
Gets me hot just thinking about it.
We're going to need a miracle out of the Psychos here.
Oh, they did get rid of that Mira.
And they got rid of the Deimos in response. Didn't like the pings coming down. But honestly, did he use it once?
I mean,
I didn't see it. I wasn't paying too much attention.
Yeah. If he did, I don't know if it was called out. But yeah, gonna need a little bit more decisiveness by the Psychos in this round if they want to avoid elimination.
I think we could be. We're staring down the barrel of the first winless season in Frog Giger Anonymous history.
And on that note, do we need to put up a poll in chat?
I think we do. We can just go ahead and probably just individually ask Respawn who he would like to talk to, but I'll go ahead and put up a full poll.
And the Mythics surprisingly going down to the kitchen.
5 seconds.
Not going upstairs. Interesting choice.
Interesting choice, indeed.
They are bringing wall denial, though. But the Psychos don't even care about the wall.
They do have the can openers out of Grim.
They do. But they can't get that red stairs side wall with that if they want.
Yep.
As a defender who typically plays in kitchen, I hate when that wall gets opened.
Yeah, it opens up so many lines of sight that you're not normally having to care about. And if you're not careful, it'll come back to bite you.
Yeah.
As a guy who
Absolutely.
doesn't ever play on site, when I do have to come back to site and that's opened, I swear I die to it 10 times out of 10.
Sure, those statistics are accurate.
I'm nothing if not accurate, except for when I'm shooting people. Looks like they're stationing up again with the Daddy Two Eyes on the roam, with Red Rorschach and Duck Dynasty holding down A and B respectively. Two Skies entering in reading room, applying some pressure on Daddy Two Eyes, who has rotated third floor.
Yeah. Proof is going up to that window to help out. And he's in trains now. Going that way. John, bottom of white. Looking towards brown stairs. There's nobody playing. This does get the Rams going, opening up some nice vertical down to A.
This guy lands some shots on the flank of Daddy Two Eyes, stopping his initial push there. He's rotating around. Froof might catch him while he's in pillars.
Daddy's kind of pinched here.
He's kind of pinched. The Psychos really need to just take this fight. They know roughly where Daddy's at. Pulling off of it like this is not doing anybody any good.
Although if he just did that as a distraction. Oh, Daddy cleans up the kill on Froof. That's huge right there.
It's huge, and he's getting back to side. But Grim's going to clean him up if I had to guess. That pillar didn't stand a chance. Daddy Two Eyes absolutely shredded that thing, but missed the man hiding behind it.
I was about to commend Daddy Two Eyes on going back to site, not being greedy, but he ran straight into John.
It was the right call. It just didn't pan out that time. Now the fuses are raining down, and we'll see how that impacts these two Mythics left on site.
John is trying to push this doorway, but he's getting echo droned, and he's gonna get picked off from some footholds by Duck Dynasty. That's a dirty little angle there.
I have never seen Duck Dynasty shoot people while prone. He has usually said some strong words about people who opt to take that tactic, but you love to see it when it works.
Hey, I mean, way to evolve your game.
Exactly. We are an ever-evolving siege teams. Oh, and there's some fireworks in the chat there as Daddy Two Eyes calls out GGs, and Fruitzilla responds with a trash and a shut up ho. So
Strong feelings. I mean, you can't fault them.
Can't fault them.
Those were some high adrenaline matches. So, but yeah, great way to clean that match up by the Mythics. Just really solid all around.
We're closing the poll, and looks like Respawn would love to hear from Red Rorschach, the captain of the victorious Mythics. Let's go ahead and give him a ring, see if we can get him into the chat. And here he is. Joining us here is the captain of the Mythics, the one, the only Red Rorschach 93. Congratulations on an excellent performance.
Great job.
Thank you.
And I'm assuming that no fines will be involved now that the match is over.
He's opting to talk, so I was going to boot him if he started again.
Well,
Great match, Red Rorschach. You really put the team on your back there. Just cleaning up kill after kill. It seemed like always being in the right spot, bringing great utility. What was the key to victory there for you guys?
the key to victory. I just clicking on their heads, I guess.
I mean, honestly, it's as easy as that. Sometimes when things are going your way, you're just feeling it.
Sometimes you just wake up and you
Yep.
have a
Look under
12
those
incher.
sheets, and there's 12 inches staring back at you.
Wow. I wish that was a feeling I could relate to, but
How do you? Excellent win there. It does tie you with the Juggernauts moving into the playoffs, but if our analysis is correct, we believe the Juggernauts hold the head-to-head record against you all. How are you feeling as the underdogs in that matchup going into this first playoff round?
I'm I think that playoffs is a different animal. So like I know that we were not able to beat them either time we played them inside the regular season, but playoffs is a lot different, and I think that we're built for the playoffs. I don't know. The Juggernauts seem a little broken right now.
yeah, I
Any
mean,
response to that, Billy?
I don't know how much I'm privy to say here. Speaking of fines, but I think Red Rorschach makes a great point. So would you say that it's a matter of team experience? What would you say is your big edge in the playoffs?
Those long round counts, I think that's what gives us the advantage there. I think that I mean we took you guys 4 or 5 on one of those maps. I think if we had gotten the full length as in the playoffs, we might have taken that map.
Yeah,
So
fair enough.
just the team's ability to adjust and respond to
Hmm.
what's been going on. Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
can't argue with that.
definitely a matchup we're all looking forward to. I mean, the playoffs as a whole, I think everybody's excited for. We thank you for your time. Congratulations on an excellent performance, and we look to see you next week.
Yep. Thank you. And the clarifying thing, we are not tied in points with the Juggernauts. We're 2 points back. So
Math was never our forte.
I mean, honestly, neither is shooting, but we make it work sometimes. I can't figure out how to click on a head.
Great job tonight, Red. That was a very decisive victory, and you guys look good.
We just hope you didn't bust your load too soon.
well, if I did, then at least I got to finish.
And just like that, speaking of finishing, I believe that is it for tonight, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we have finished up this regular season. Thanks for sticking with us through some bumpy rides here and there, some rough games, some good games, and we look forward to the postseason.